To the east and west, two closed gates open to admit you. Someone must want to welcome you. What's back here? Hall of Remembrance. Hall contains statues of previous lords of Castle Aethodoc. The name is etched on the pedestal underneath. You notice that the largest statue is of Cathrak, the first lord of Castle Aethodoc. Can't look at him though. Hall of Defeated Foes. Hall contains statues of creatures defeated by the lords of Castle Aethodoc. Legendary stags, fierce warriors, competing fairies, each is immortalized in this stately hall. Legendary stags, you say? Well, let's go see what the lords and ladies of the castle want. Ooh. Mine now. Hi? Oh, a piercing crystal. Guards. Uh-oh. Room with tongs and nothing else. I don't think I like this section. I'm leaving. Stairway to the north leads up to a dusty back passage. In fact, there's a lot of dust in the storeroom. Enough to clearly make out human boot tracks leading down the steps and out the door to the southwest. Ah, the Romans were here before me. Curses. Wait, to the southwest? They went to the prison? Is there a secret door here? I see. Oh my. Hey, rats. Someone who was up until very recently held prisoner here. The smell of unwashed humanoid is fresh and strong, as opposed to stale and faint. Whoever was here, however, is gone now. Long gone. Oh, those Romans. The dead fairy in the cell looks like he was just thrown in here and left to starve. He wears the jolly clothes of one of the celebrants of the North Wing. If you aren't careful, you may end up like this. Checking all these doors is painful. Chambers is set up for executions. A blood-stained chair sits in the middle of the room, flanked on a pedestal with an extremely sharp knife. The other pedestal is soporific herbs. I don't know what those are for. And a bucket for blood. Buckets of blood. Same level of excessive vandalism, resistant craftsmanship as the rest of Castle Aethodoc. Fortunately, it has a keyhole and one of your keys fits. Please deposit ashes and extras in the barrel after cremation. Be polite to the next body. That's what getting all those keys are for. You get to get the extra keys. I'm getting well off track. My goodness. Is there nothing those Romans won't kill? Chamber is domed, creating plenty of room for the small private stone circle. Here the lord and ladies of the Castle Aethodoc come to pay their private respects to the gods. Gods you and they share. Let's pray. You kneel before the altar and close your eyes, and just generally act humble. The air fills with a peculiar smell like a thick mix of rich spices and fresh blood. A warm breeze washes over you. You rise again, filled with energy and the desire to go out and do the will of the fairies and slay a few dozen Romans. Just for good measure, you feel invigorated. Yay, bonus health. It goes above our usual maximum. We'll probably need it, because things will get painful. Things are pretty placid now, but just wait until we get into the North Wing. I killed the janitor! Hall of Old Records. Libraries where all the records and maps which are too useless to be kept around, but too potentially useful to throw away, are kept. The dust inflicts a sneezing fit upon you almost instantly. Never know, there might be something worthwhile in here. Good luck finding it! I'm not going to look at every bookshelf. Where is the Lord? The main living quarters of the south wing of Castle Aethodoc. Both servants and masters are cramped up in this low-ceilinged warren. Ooh, excuse me. You start to suspect that very few people are currently living here. There are lots of apartments, but very little noise, and hardly anybody walking the halls. Unlike the north wing, the south wing is occupied far below capacity. Borak was the military leader for Shadowvale. He's also in charge of spying and related intelligence gathering tasks. This room is the center of his operations. Operations planning. There are maps and accounts of troop movements everywhere, ready for analysis. What's more intriguing is the platform in an alcove at the northeast corner of the room. There's nothing on it. It's but a kneeling pad and a lit brazier burning acrid incense. Seems like a strange thing to have in a room like this. Close to the brazier to the north, something appears floating over it, rotating slowly. It looks like, strangely enough, like a model of Shadowvale. Then it changes again. It looks like Nethergate now. It changes again. You see a blue and green orb with white at the top and bottom. Then the image disappears. You wonder what the third thing was. It's an amazing device. The fairies here must be able to find out just about anything with it. Big fairy brother is watching you. Zephyr. This dangerous-looking fairy is staring intently at the translucent images appearing above the pedestal in front of him. You clear your throat to get his attention. He turns to speak with you. I'm Zephyr. I cannot be distracted for long. What is it? Lord Indigo told me to assist you. If necessary? I need your assistance. Okay, that's what I needed. He's to the north. Okay, let's go find the Lord of the Castle. There you are. I've been looking all over for you, young man. You meet a fairy lord, beautifully decked out in silk clothes and priceless jewelry. He looks down at you the way these creatures tend to do. As if they're doing a favor just talking to you. I am Lord Indigo, acting lord of the southern half of Castle Aethodoc. As you have been chosen by my superiors, I greet you to our battle-torn castle with the necessary honor. I welcome you. What's your job? I was the advisor to Lord Borak until he was slain in a treacherous and cowardly manner by his brother. Now I am acting as his successor temporarily, watching over Castle Aethodoc until matters may be resolved. Who's Lord Borak's brother? Lord Raelator is the sibling of poor Lord Borak. He was the peacetime lord, keeping things tranquil when there were no disputes. Without Lord Borak, he will not be able to rule properly. That makes it even more necessary for me to take revenge. Okay, tell me about Borak. From Castle Aethodoc, Lord Borak ruled in times of war and strife. His spies and other agents struck fear into the hearts of any foolish enough to challenge our might. Lord Borak was murdered in his chambers by a band of Romans hired by Lord Realtor. For this I, his closest adviser, have decided to call in the blood debt. I seek revenge. What happened to the Romans? This small band of Romans were already here. They took the Eye of Cathrak with them. Murderous creatures. That Lord Realtor would hire them shows just how morally bankrupt he is. Yes, associating with the Romans is terrible. Okay, tell me more about this castle. Castle Aethodoc is a power of Shadowvale, watching over and settling disputes between its fairy residents. Lord Borak ruled the south half, and Lord Realtor the north half. Formerly, Lord Borak and Realtor brothers shared the tasks. Then, some decades back, they had a falling out. Recently, their arguments ended in blood. Now we are tormented day and night by the vile celebrations of the treacherous creatures to the north. They are a bother to you? Their laughter and singing torments us day and night. Lord Realtor's toadies mill about him constantly, flattering and bowing. You should be able to slip into the chaos unnoticed. I'm seeking the Eye of Cathrak. Yes, I know that you seek the Eye of Cathrak. News travels. Well, it's gone. Lord Realtor told them that they could have it in return for the murder. He didn't intend for them to escape with it, but they managed to anyway. To get the eye, you will need my help. And you see, I know where it is, but before I speak, you must help me take my revenge. Okay, what do you want me to do? Even now, Lord Realtor is leading an obscene celebration, carousing for hour upon hour. He is overjoyed with the results of his treachery. In this tumult comes my best chance for vengeance. I wish you to go through a back tunnel into the north half of the Castle Aethodoc and kill Lord Realtor. If you can do this righteous deed, I will tell you where to find the Eye of Cathrak. Is this what Lord Borak would want? Lord Borak did much, which you would find cruel or vicious in his work. He expected no absolution for this. He simply did what needed doing. I am trying to do the same. Why do you want him dead? Is jolly and outgoing on the outside, but do not be fooled. He is lethal, and without the calm of Lord Borak to restrain him, in times of trouble he will grow far worse. Not only do I wish revenge, I wish justice for our people. Are you sure he's not expecting your revenge? He straightens up proudly. I am one of Lord Borak's men. Deceit is my tool in trade. I have, through varied means, tricked Lord Realtor into thinking I have taken his side, and that he has nothing to fear from us. I leave it to you to show him just how fatally wrong he was. Okay. So, your enchanted pen seeks out some paper in vain. I guess now I need to talk to the spy guy about that hidden tunnel. Sorry about the garbage. I need your assistance. I can help you by telling you two things. First, one of our agents was trapped in the north half of the castle. If he's still alive, he may be in the northwest corner. Second, some advice. What's your advice? Go up to Lord Borak's chambers. It's in the center section of the castle. Penlanth is up there cleaning. She's a sharp one. She might be able to help you. Where can I find your agent? Dresser's at the pedestal. I have had glimpses of him. He's in the cells at the far northern inn. Okie dokie. There we go. So that storage room I saw earlier, that's where I need to be. So I guess I should exit out this way. Come on. Over here. This way. There we go. Now we are behind the doors. Fairies of Castle Aethodoc have handled their waste problem in a typical stylish magical way. This room contains a deep, if not bottomless, pit for the disposal of their trash. I don't think even the flying thing will help there. Yes. Ah, magic barrier. Oh, come on. There's gotta be a way around that. Let me see if I can talk to some more people here. I really don't want to use up my piercing crystals getting through that defense. Highest level of the south wing in the Castle of Aethodoc. Recently there has been some furious fighting up here. You can smell smoke, and bloody blue tracks haven't been cleaned up yet. You reach the top of the stairs, one of the guards stops you. Halt! Lord Indigo told us not to let anyone in without a pass up here. You don't have one. Sorry, he says. Go ask his lordship about special passes, and he might give you one. Okay. There's a person. Are you people I can talk to, or are you just... You're just generic fairy women. Okay. Hi. Let's see. How about some magic piercing crystals? I need a special pass. I don't have time to write something like that. I gave one to a torturer not long ago. The Romans killed him. Maybe around somewhere. Okay, back to the prison room. Yeah, right in here, I bet. Number of papers on this. They describe a long, horrid litany of prisoners and punishments, each ordered and signed by Lord Borak. Most of them involve horrible fates for the victims. One of the pieces of paper, however, is different. It's a note signed by Lord Indigo of Castle Aethodoc. It reads, "This is a guest of mine. Please afford him all courtesy. Indigo. You take this with you." Maybe it'll get me into the other half of the castle without using up my piercing crystals. They gotta have a way for you to get in there in case you don't have any piercing crystals after all. So let's see what's in Borak's chambers. Maybe there'll be something I need. Or want. I don't necessarily have to need it, I might just want it. And that's just as good. These are Lord Borak's chambers. Some of the traps are still active. We're trying to clean them up. You should be careful. Okay. Acid. Oh, come on. That's a bad room to be in. Can't go that way either.